Hey guys, what is up today? It's lunchtime makeup. Yes, it is. I'm still having some coffee, by the way. Coffee is my friend. Especially on days I don't want to get up. I need some coffee, okay? But what I want to talk to you today is about crepey. Crepey skin. We're all getting older. We're all getting crepey skin, and we want to learn how to combat crepey skin, okay? And this hair, it's just whatever it is today. I need to try to fix it. But I want to talk about crepey, okay? Because for me, crepey is my under eyes, forehead. You're getting forehead crepies, and you're going to get stuff around your mouth, you know, and you're just going to get saggy skin. It doesn't matter what you're going to do in life unless you just go and have, you know, a facelift or something like that. But if you can't afford that, then you can do little tricks to try to help your makeup look better on your skin, especially if it's crepey. Hey, Stacy. Good morning. Is it morning or is it afternoon? It's lunchtime. Welcome to lunchtime. How are you today? I just want to start with some steps that you want to take, okay? And you guys can please share this video. I would appreciate that. Share, share, share. But the first thing that I do every morning before I blow dry my hair, now I'm actually in the bathroom. So I know all about saggy skin and wrinkles. Me too. But you know what? I have to learn something new every day, Stacy, to try and keep my makeup still looking good, even though I have these fine lines and wrinkles. So that's what I want to concentrate on today, is how to do something that you can use, especially for hooded eyes too. Hooded eyes and crepey skin. That's what we're talking about. Hey, Quinn. Hey, Kayla. But this is what we're going to do. Now, the first thing I do in the mornings, when I get out of the shower and before I dry my hair, I always put on this. It's called Instant Lifting Serum. And what this does, it helps puffiness, because when I get up in the morning, you have sinus and your eyeballs are swollen together and you want something light and great for your crepey, this is it. You put this on very sparingly under here and just put it around here and around here, right underneath. We're all, see the little bags, see the lines? Mine have actually gone down. This helps. It actually feels like it is tightening. It has a tightening effect. I put it on my 11s. I call right here. I got 11s, and then I actually put this all around the crepey, you know, lines that are coming. And you know where the lines start? I found this out. Yay! Good thing, girl. That is awesome. You're going to love everything that's in it. And you'll get some of this. You'll get some samples of this. So make sure you try it, because this stuff is great. But I put it around my lips, all around here, all around here. But you know, your actual lines are started in your lips, and then they work their way out. So I'm trying to create a barrier. I guess that's what I'm doing with it. And it seems to be helping. It really does. This area seems to be plumper than it used to be. Because that's why we're getting crepey skin, because we're losing moisture in our skin. And it needs hydration. So once I put that serum on, then I go dry my hair. And the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize. Now, I have tons of moisturizers that I use on my face in morning and night. Okay. Hey, Darlene. Good morning. But this CeraVe works great with my foundation. So, you know, sometimes you put on a moisturizer and you go put on your foundation and you have little peelies. That's because it's one's a water base and one's probably silicone, and they're not going to mix. They're just not going to mix. But this CeraVe is Skin Renewing Day Cream. You've seen me show this before. It has retinol in it. It's perfect for your skin. It's got a SPF too. You want that. I have to use a sunscreen every day of 30, okay? Make sure you hydrate, 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 hydrate. And some days when I feel like I have a little more crepey than I should under here, maybe I've just had more sinus and more swelling, I also include in my regimen in the morning now, and I do put this on at night. This is Uplift Serum too, but this is the oil. And it's got lots of antioxidants and vitamin E and good stuff for your skin. But I take tiny, tiny drop, and I would put it right here only, because that seems to be where most of my crepiness is. So you could, wherever your crepiness is, if it's here or here, be real sparingly with this though, because it is an oil. And I let it dry, And see, I've already put a little bit right here this morning. So it's really, really soft here now. And so when my makeup goes on, I'm hoping that nothing will get stuck in those lines underneath there, okay? That's what you don't want. You don't want a lot of makeup here under your eyes, period. Just don't do that. Keep your foundation here, and let's save this up here just for concealer and some powder only. Because if you layer it, it's going to look cakey. It just is, especially if you've got a lot of wrinkles under here. But the steps I just showed you are great, and it's what I do every day. Every single day, that's what I do to my face. Now, for the eyes, I have found that if I put on an eye primer, which I'm going to put my eye primer on because I've already done one eye for you. This is a very neutral look. I did not do the normal lining of my eye. I want to show you what I did for that, because it'll be great if you have hooded eyes especially. And because sometimes when you put on a liner on your lid, that's all you see, and it just closes your eye up even more. It makes it more hooded. So I'm going to show you what I did here to get this effect. But this is our eye primer. It's just a flesh color primer. I haven't put anything on this eye yet, so I'm going to put this on. I like this primer. It's going to set really quick. But what I'm going to do, because of the crepey, and I want a smooth canvas, I want to add a little powder on top of this to set it. So I want to set it. Hey, Dana. Hey, is that how I say your name? Yes, everything I'm using is pretty much Younique except for its Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. I do use that. But I'm about to use this Behold, which is what you got, and what you got the other day. But this stuff is fab. It is the cutest little package. But what I'm going to do is take a fluffy brush. You've probably seen me do this before since I've gotten this product. But this is really light, like I don't know, like a little trampoline kind of here. And the powder comes out so easy. So what I'm going to do is just take this, and you'll see I already got a lot of powder. Well, I don't need that much. So I want to come over my eye, just like this, and put this powder over it, okay? This is going to give me a really nice flat canvas. So it's going to make my eyeshadows and stuff stay on better. They're just going to adhere better. The powder's there. It's almost like doing a painting, like I've said before. It gives you a smoother finish, especially if you've got a lot of crepey, okay? And this is a beautiful kind of ivory color, so it's going to look good no matter what eyeshadow you put on. And sometimes I think when I've used It by Pores doing that, it was too light. And I like the more ivory colors, because that's the colors I'm going to use over here anyway. So, hey, Jenna. Hey, Valerie. Girl, we do not have wrinkles. Those are just dimples. Yeah, there they are. I don't know. You know what? When I was young, maybe you're right. When I was young, I only had one dimple. I only had this one on this side. Now I got one over here, and I think that's just because of age. So I have matching dimples now. How about that? At least I don't have any other dimples, just these two. But this one I've always had. I've always had one. Now I got two. Well, lucky me. Doubling up there. But let's go ahead and do the eyes. All right. I'm going to use my favorite, eye color that I use all the time. And this is that Innocent. And see, it's kind of close to the color of the Behold powder that I just used, so that's fab. So I don't have to worry about, mixing any colors there. So they're really, really close in color. So what I'm going to do is put this whole entire powder right over what I just did. And you're going to see, this is a very simple eye look. It's not going to take me any time to do. It's actually too simple. There's not really much thought into it. If you've got a lot of crepiness, this is for you. You don't have to worry about crease cuts. You don't have to worry about trying to find your crease or anything like that, okay? Especially with hooded eyes, this is like the perfect to go to, hey, I'm getting up in the morning and I need to get out the door kind of look. So let me get, keep some of these on your makeup mirror thing because you need it to wipe it off, see? I love this brush. This is my deluxe brush by Younique. And it is my favorite brush. It's probably one of my favorites other than the shader liner, which is around here somewhere. This one is also my favorite. These two right here can do the job. If you need it done really quick, this is the way to do it. Now I'm going to use a color called Beautiful. Now, Innocent is matte. This is matte. It's a really pretty, like hot chocolate kind of color. It's not real dark and it's not too light. It's like the perfect brown, neutral brown for me. So when you're working with pigments now, make sure you tap it off. And if you still feel like you have too much, you know, you can blow it off a little bit. But what you want to do is take just a little bit of it, and here it is on this side. And I'm going to actually start in that little crease, even though I'm not going to keep it there. I'm just going to start there, and I'm just going to start lightly moving it over my whole entire lid, just like that. And you don't even have to worry about halo techniques or any kind of technique. This one is just simple. It just goes on your whole lid, and you come up and around, and you kind of push it out toward the corners, because that is all we're going to do with this color. That's it. That's all I did over here with this color. Simple, simple, simple. Now, I couldn't be any more simple than that. One color, one technique, whole lid, all the way up to my brow bone. Because, see, I want the color up here so you can see it. Because I am going to add just a little shimmer to this look. And I will come back and touch stuff up. You know me. I always do. I always look at it and go, ooh, I need some more. Now, to line your eyes. If you've got crepey eyes, and they're really, really crepey, you may not want to line your eyes at all, okay? Simply because you'll pull the skin, the line's probably not going to be straight, but do not use a liquid liner. I would not recommend using a liquid liner at all for crepey eyes, really real crepey eyes, because that could just be a disaster. Because think about it, that stuff has to glide on, it has to set. Our eyes move, you know, and especially if they're crepey, they're going to move, and you're not going to want that. You're going to want to use a pencil. If you're going to use a liner at all, use a pencil. And this one right here that I'm going to use, I am going to use a brown. Now you can use black. This almost looks black, but it's not. This is the color proper. It's a Younique pencil. And as a lot of you know who have these, they're fab. They glide on. They don't run. Even if you cry, they're not going to run. If you wear contacts, they're great for that. If your eyes water, they're great for that. It's not going to be running and running down your face or anything like that. So these are set in about 30 seconds. So get ready is what I'm saying. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Ellen. I love all these people popping on here. It's lunchtime. It's time to do this. So when you tight line, that's what we're going to do. Tight lining is best for you if you got hooded eyes, very, very hooded eyes. So today I did not line anything through here at all. None. Absolutely none. What I did was I put, and I know you may go, oh, I can't do that. Just try it. You might can do it. You might can do it. The bottom is easier to do. If you can do the bottom, then do the bottom first. Get that down, and then you can work on the top part underneath here. Because it took me a little bit too. But what this does, when you underline underneath here, it's going to make your lashes look darker. They're going to look fuller. And you're going to get that dimension you need, kind of like an eyeliner, but you haven't really lined your eyes at all here. And you'll be able to see the beautiful color that you put on. Because I am going to put on a shimmer right here. Sherry, my sister-in-law, talked me into joining. I love my... Oh, God! You could do my heavy-duty makeup for Honky Tonk Angels. Just cause. That's funny. Hey, Younique makeup is fabulous. I think it's really good for my skin, my older skin. I've learned how to incorporate different things in my routine to help with my skincare too. But, you know, skincare is a whole nother subject. But what I do with this one is take your finger and go across here and dry it off just a little bit. And you want to stay as close to the lash line as you can. And believe me, people, I used to go, oh, like this all the time trying to do this, and now I've perfected it. Did you have a good girlfriend's trip? Dina. Okay, hey, on to get it right. Yes, I did. She's still down there working on her wonderful closet that she's turning into. She's got a whole room, a whole bedroom. And it's about as big as my bedroom here, and it's going to be her closet and dressing area. And just, oh my. I wish I could have stayed and helped her do it. But I had to get back down here, or up here, because she's down there. But see how simple? Look at there. And it looks like I've lined my eyes, but I haven't. I'm not going to come over under here and line anything. We want to keep this clean. We want to keep it clean through here. Now, normally, you know me, I'd come up here and I'd start lining everything like that. But nope. Today, I'm going to stay. What you want to do is pull your lid up on the top. And you want to stay as close as you can to the lashes. And if you want to come in a little more, you can do that too. Just bring it through here. And I still have a little trouble doing this because I think I'm going to poke myself in the eye, but I'm not. I didn't. And you might, the first times you do it, go, "Ooh, Lord, it's going to hit me in the eyeball." But no. Just look in your mirror. See, I've got my mirror. And if you need to do it, put your magnifying mirror so you can really see what you're doing. I'm not using that today. I'm just winging it with you guys, okay? But I do want to come in a little more here. And you can always use, like, if you don't like the pencil and you would rather use a brush, you could probably use a brush like this with a square top. And you could dip this down in either a black eyeshadow, or you could dip this down into, I don't have anything laid out. I was going to show you, dip it down into a dark brown, dark chocolate brown, which is what I'm using. And you could do that on the top as well. You could do it just like that too. But I basically am just trying to do it freehand here, right underneath, and you can already see how dark it's gotten. I got a little bit on me right there, but I can get that off. So, like that. That's all you want to do. Let me find my little spoolie woolie, and I'm going to get some of that off of my eye. Don't know what I did with it. I got so much stuff, y'all. It's when you look at it, you go, where did it go? Where did it go? And I'm always searching for something. I'll just use my finger. You can scrape this off. See, the bad thing about this stuff, when you're working with it, it sets so fast. And you just can't get it off quick enough. We'll cover it up. We'll cover it up with some of this Luscious Gorgeous. That's what I'm going to use. This is the name of this eye pigment. It's called Gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is a shimmer. And before I put my mascara on, I want to put this on. So see, we still got to do the crepey under my eyes. And here we go. This color is right there. We're going to come right in here with it. Right in here on top of just my pupil. I'm not going to come in the corner with it because I'm going to put something else in the corner. So, I like this color. And believe me, this is going to look great when you're not having to... See, you can really see my lid now. Because I haven't come up with any other liner across here. It's going to look so much better. My eyes are going to look a lot bigger. And then the other color I want to use is... This is called Angelic. And see, let me see if I can get it where you can see it. It's really, really light, like an ivory too. Not quite white, but just enough on the end of my brush there to come right here in the corner. And we're going to highlight this area just to open it up. And we'll come back and we'll touch all this stuff up. Once I get my foundation on, see, I can look at this and tell I need a little bit more of beautiful. Beautiful. You're lining your top waterline? Yes. Yes. Up next to the lash. Because what it's going to do, Dina, is if you have real crepey eyes, it's going to help. Because a lot of times when you have a lot of crepiness and hooded, if you come down here and line and then you open your eye, all you see is the liner. And so that is the reason I was suggesting to use just the liner underneath there, like that. So it makes it look like you've lined your eyes, but you really haven't. And sometimes if you have a lot of crepiness too, you can't do a wing. You really can't. You can't do a wing. If you're really hooded, you could work with it and try to come underneath the line there and come back out. But you know, you can create the look, the illusion of having the liner up there without putting it there. So it really helps. It really does help. And I've just started doing this. I've been practicing it. I'm probably not real good at it yet, but I've been practicing it. And another thing you can do if you have really hooded eyes and crepiness, and you want to draw attention, you want your eyes to be going up. See, I've come through here and I've highlighted this. But what I did was take, this is my It's Cosmetic brush. And it's like a little bitty tiny razor. It's so cool to use. Hey, Marcy, where you been so long? And just take a little bit of, this is velour. This is the concealer velour. It's very, very light. It's actually, I'm going to use taffeta today. So this is a shade lighter than my taffeta. So when you want to highlight, keep it light. Take that little bit and let's go underneath here. And let's line right underneath my brow, like that. And then take your finger, because your finger's your best tool here. It really is. And I've already done my brows. Now I'm going to do y'all another tutorial on brows, because I have found some cool ways to do your brows. A couple of different ways. And I get so excited when I'm doing these things. And I go, oh, that worked out pretty well. Sure did. I need to do that again. And I will have to come back up and touch up that brow up there. But there we go. And then I'm going to come back in here and let's blend this out. Since I added that, I need to blend. You really don't have to necessarily blend too much with this look. It's pretty simple and straightforward. I keep losing my brushes, y'all. It's really, really simple and straightforward usually. Can I laugh at myself? Sure I can. What else is there? Laugh with me. All right, here we go. There we go. This is a great brush to blend with too, by the way. This is a It's Cosmetic brush. And it is fabulous. It's actually a crease blending brush. I call it my crease blending brush. I think it's number 105 or something. It's the Ulta. You can go to Ulta and get these. It's a great brush to have in your arsenal to do your makeup. Why do you use eyebrow stencils? If you're not really sure of the shape and you're not used to... if you're not used to blending, you know, your colors in, and you're not quite sure where it ends and where it's supposed to begin, stencils are great. And when you put a stencil up, you can actually get the shape you want. Then you can come back and you can take your tweezers and get rid of the hairs that are left after you've put your color on. And then then it'll be much easier for you to do your eyebrows without using a stencil. See, I've gotten mine to the shape that I like, but this is the pencil I use today. This is a retractable brow liner pencil in the color medium. It's also by Younique, and it's got a spoolie on the other end. And what I did today was I just winged it today. I just went through here and just lightly did my brows with this color here. And it comes in a lighter color and it comes in a darker color. But I enjoy sometimes, this is simple and easy and fast. But yeah, start out with a stencil, get your shape, and then try to freehand it. I also use eyeshadow sometimes to do my brows. I'm going to do a brow tutorial. Somebody had me at the beach all week. Who better than me? Oh, to the real world. Well, I'm already back to the real world. I'm trying to adjust to it today. It's been kind of hard today. I got up and I thought, where am I? Why did I get here? So now we're going to put some foundation on. So I'm going to use taffeta today, and I am going to use a blending bud. I think a blending bud is best for aging skin. Make sure it's moist. Make sure you've squeezed every bit of the moisture out and there's nothing running down your arm, and that's perfect. It's perfect for you and ready for you to use at that point. And if you want to have a little more, coverage with your foundation, you can use a little bit of concealer. Like put it right here in the top, but I'm not going to do that today. I want to be light. I still got to finish my mascara, but right now I want to concentrate on getting this foundation on here. There's like 4 drops of this. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. And then we just start blending this in. And I just pat it in. I'm not trying to cover up anything today. This is a natural looking makeup day. Simple, simple. Not a lot of color on my eyes at all. And they all blended in pretty well together. All these colors. And I used actual eye pigments today. Loose pigments are fun to use. And just blend, 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 blend. Now I could use, I've got brushes I can use to put on foundation. But I found that this is pretty much what I need to do. I've got my primer on. And this kind of helps to blend in all of these places on your face, you know, like your lines. You blend it more than with a brush. Sometimes I find that a brush might leave streaks on my face. And then I'd have to come back and blend it anyway, so why not use the blending bud to do it? I'm going to put a couple of more drops. Not much, about that much. And I'm just going to come through here. See, I have some red through here that I like to cover up, and I want to come around my face up here a little more. But yeah, blend, blend, blend. Blend it all in. I have watched the makeup artist who actually will blend the foundation for about 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, that sounds like a long time, but it sure did give them a beautiful, flawless finish. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this with powder anyway. So I just want to get the color. You notice I'm not going under my eyes. Don't come under here. Leave this, because we're going to put concealer there. We're going to lighten that area up. And we're going to transform our whole face. Now, I'm not doing sculpting or anything like that today. We're going to just simply keep a bronzer look, a blusher kind of look. Nothing heavy at all. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Now, here I do use our pressed powder foundation. And this is chiffon. And you can tell I use it a lot. This is a color chiffon. It's a little shade darker than what I have on. And I'm just going to lightly come across my face with this. We're going to be easy breezy, quick. I'm no contouring today. None. Except with bronzer. I'll do a little bronzer. And then that'll be it. But this is our powder puff brush. We don't have one of these. You need it. This thing is fab. You can also put your foundation on with this brush too. Very light, because the liquid foundation sets just like a powder. And so when it dries, you know, it doesn't leave this oily or sticky, which I love. Okay, now concealer. Let me find my concealer. I need my little, I need my little blending bud over here. I need that. And then I'm going to use this brush today. This is my contour brush, and I love it. Let me move my stuff. I can't find my things. So what are y'all doing today? Is anybody going like to Wally World? I do that quite often. I got to do that. I got to go to Wally World. I found some fabulous things down in Florida in Wally World. They have different stuff down there. It's like a different world. I love it. Hey, Joletta. How are things in Virginia or Delaware, where you're from? Look here. That's about all I'm going to use. I'm going to dot across here. And let's just make some dots across like that. I want to lighten up everything around here, around the top of my face. And then we're going to come under here and we're going to put some there. I am going to come down my nose simply because I'm not trying to contour. I'm just trying to do it with a natural light that hit my face today. So just like that. And we're going to blend all this out. I got a cute little blending bud that I love to use for this. Now I do come under here. And if you have, maybe you have some lines, some nasal fold lines. And if they're kind of deep, I will recommend this for your face. Come down where those folds are. You know why? because light contracts against the dark. So when you have those lines, you have the darkness there, and that's why you see them so much. So let's come across here. And I do want to come down I'm just putting, wherever the light hits me, that's where I'm going. And I'm trying to use all this because I don't like to waste it at all. So let's come through here. Let's start right up here in the corner and come down, and let's make a V. And you notice that I'm going right underneath where that dark bag is. I hate that bag. I fight it every day, that bag. Rehearsal. Working on my business. That's a great thing to do. What rehearsal are you doing, Valerie? You rehearsing for a play? Are you singing? That would be fun. You know, I kind of miss... I miss cheerleading. My daughter was a cheerleader, and we did, oh man, it was so much fun. We get to travel with the travel team and stuff. She used to cheer for Top Dog. And you see, I'm not rubbing this in. I'm not trying to go scraping across my face. I'm going to let that blending bud do its work in just a minute. I'm just trying to get this where I want it. I'm just dotting it all in here. And if I use my other little brush, I usually just draw the lines down. But today I thought I would do something different, because all of you may not have that brush. Maybe you have a contour brush, and you can see how you can do it. Let's come down through here. I want a little light right through here. So let me spread that out a little bit. Since I'm not contouring, we need to do that. Okay. We can put a little light. Let's put a little light here, because light naturally will hit us right in this area too. You know, because normally I would be contouring right here. But today I'm not. I'm not going to do it today. So let's take this wonderful blending bud. Honky Tonk Angels musical. I could do a mean Lion King mask. Ooh, Lion King. Yeah, I could. That would be awesome. Look, I've already got the... Hey, do they have an Indian in there? Because I've already got that going on today. I'm kind of looking like the Indian theme here. Woo, woo. There we go. Okay. But see, this is going to give me some light through here. So lightly. I love this blending bud. These are Echo Tools blending buds. See, it's square on the top. I like that. And then you've got a shorter side sloped and a longer side over here. So this is great for going right here through this part, because we want to blend this out. We need the flat surface for this. You could, if you want to use the contour brush and spread everything out, you can. I just feel like with crepey skin, you need to blend it. You want it to be one with your foundation. Number one, you don't want to see any lines. You don't, with the crepey, I just think it works better. It pushes everything where it needs to be. Just think about it now. It's blending the whole thing in. It is moist, so it's not drying to your skin at all. And this makeup is so light that you just really don't even feel like you have on makeup. So let me get this little bit right here in my corner. Hey, Kara. How are you today? Hey, Amy. Everybody's popping in from all of these states. I just love it. I'd like to know where everybody's from, where everybody's living now. I'm originally from a place called Slap Out, believe it or not. Actually, it's called Hopeville, but, Slap Out is how it got its name on the map there. A long time ago, somebody had a store, and every time the guy would be out of something, and they would go in and ask for it, he'd say he would slap out of it. So that's how Slap Out got its name. Now, when you're doing the under eye, I recommend this. Have your little hand mirror. Well, I don't have a hand mirror. I got my big mirror here. So you normally want to look up when you do it, because it's just, I don't know, it puts your eye in the right light, and you can just see the lines better. And then you just start blending. I have a little bitty tiny, this is a baby one. That's what you want to use. And it's wet. It's moist. And you just kind of want to, even if you want to roll it a little bit and pat it, that's good too. This really works well. And it's a great little tool to have to get underneath your eye. Like that. Oh, yeah. And this actually will lighten everything up. It's just going to look better. And then you're going to set it with the It's by Pores. See, I've got it in the lid down here. And I'm just going to come through here with my powder. And we're going to pat it in using the wet blending bud. So it's going to work great. Here we go. Look at there. Ta-da! And now, my little dark circles are practically gone. Ah, that's what I'm talking about now. This has become my favorite trick of all time to do. It's so much fun, too, to watch them disappear. Now, you don't have to use as much concealer as I did. You could do a lot less, or you could do more. If you do more, you're going to have to blend more. So just keep that in mind. You're going to have to blend it in a little bit longer. But this is a wonderful technique. See, get some more powder. Come in here and just pat it all in. And you're going to be going, yes, ma'am. I think that works. I think my eyes are light now. Look at there. See? See what a difference that makes? I mean, it's like I have a whole new set of eyeballs. I love it. And then you can come back in and take a little bit of Beautiful. How does the It by Pores compare to Younique's translucent powder? They're different colors, for one. It's by Pores is very white and translucent, which is what I love to put over the velour. Ours, it works. You can use this the same way. It's just a matter of preference, because this right here is going to be, it's a little more ivory than the It's by Pores. The It's by Pores is going to be white. So it's just a matter of preference. There's really not that much difference. I do love to use this on my eyes before I put on my eye makeup. And I have used it underneath. I've used both, but you know what? I've got to get rid of this It's by Pores. I don't have much left of it. And see, I practically used everything. Just put it in your lid. You do not have to do that with this, though. This product here, it has a little screen right there in the center, and you just can poke your finger in there, and the powder will be right there. See, that is nice. I do love that design. That is incredible. I really enjoy using it, though. But you can do both. There's really not that much difference. Might go get some. I do like it. I do like it for under the eyes. I just think it gives a beautiful bright color. And see how it's everything around my eye is light now. And you're not really seeing all that crepey anymore, because the powder is so translucent and light on top of that concealer. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing makeup. So less is more. So if you've got a lot of crepey, don't put your foundation under your eyes. Put your concealer and a little powder. And then blend until you get it like you want it. Because once you set the powder on it, you can't really go back and mess with it. You got to leave it alone. Because if you go back and mess with it, then you're going to mess up the powder and it's going to get clumpy. So you have to do it pretty quick and then leave it alone. So it looks really bright and I love it. But one other way we're going to brighten up our face is bronzer. And y'all, I have got to get some new bronzer. Look at this. For those of you that use Younique or getting something like this, these bronzers, see how flat it is? It used to be dome-shaped like this on top. I have used this practically down to the tile. See that? See the ridges in that? That means I'm getting to the end of this because these are baked on top of a terracotta tile right there. See how hard that is? And that means you need to reorder. So Melissa got to reorder very quickly. The look, oh, thank you. Hey, this is great. Y'all need to try it. It really is a lot of fun. So I'm going to be reordering one of these this week. I've got to. I can't be without it. This is the color Malibu that I'm using. It comes in a lighter color. I always kind of go medium because summer's coming up. And here, we're just going to contour just a tad with the bronzer. As a matter of fact, that's all we're going to do. It's going to be really pretty. Really light. You can also, if you got turkey neck, you can take the darker side here. See, it comes in, it has two sides. One side is a matte and one side is a shimmer. But if you want to just contour with it, you can come underneath your neckline here with it, just like that. hit that old turkey neck under there and come down. Nobody likes turkey neck. Turkey neck, gobble gobble. And forehead. Now for me, I'm a 3-finger person, so 3 fingers I can do here and here, and right here and right here. Only. If you got 4 fingers, you can do your whole entire forehead, okay? And you can come around, but if you got 2, don't do it at all. It'll just make your face look smaller, it will. And I'm going to use a little bit of this on the side of my nose. You know, since I didn't contour with what I normally do, the Sculpting Trio, we're just do it like this today. Just lightly do the sides of my nose like that. Come back through here. Let me look in my mirror so I can see if I'm doing it straight. And then all you want to do is take blush, which I'm using the color Sweet. I love my sweet blush. And I'm using this stipple brush. This is a foundation brush, but it's fabulous, fabulous, fabulous to put on blusher. It is. It's very light, and you can just swirl it around. Don't do the apples of your cheeks. That's older ladies now. We got to remember. When we smile, our apples are up here, and when we don't, they come back down here. So don't put it on your apples. Keep it simple, and just do it right here. If you want to add a pop of color, like we did in the 80s, you can always do what they call draping, which is, I remember doing that in the 80s, because I graduated high school in 1980. So this is draping. You just come up here and add a little color. It almost gives you like a sunburn kind of look, where you've been out in this color, you know, you've gotten a little flush of color. It makes you look flush. I guess that's the word. All right, there we go. Ta-da! There you go. That's all you got to do with that. And you have some color on your face. You got a little contour. The only thing you could do now is your lips, and I need to finish my mascara, and let me do that real quick. I've got to do that. So you can see how, well, you can already see what I've done here. It has no liner on my lid at all, but it looks like I lined it. It really does. I like it. And let me find my, oh, this brush is fab too. I love It's Cosmetic brushes. I just do. I don't know why. They're my favorite. And I need a little bit. I just dropped the lid off of, oh, dropped the lid. Now I'm going to have to go in here and get some little brown, because I want a little bit of color right underneath. Since I put my powder on underneath here, we can come back and add a little brown under here. I never line my eyes underneath, ever. Not with a pencil. That's just, it's too dark for me. And with the crepiness, I don't know, it just accentuates it. This doesn't. This is powder, and it's light, and this is what you want to keep it at. Light, light, light. You don't want a lot. You don't want a lot going on when you've got crepiness, because it draws attention to it if you have too much. It really does. So, thank you, David. Hey, Kay. How are you today, girl? Alrighty. Mascara time. I love my mascara. Let me pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a cheerleader move. 8 count. I can't help it. So let me see if I can get this on quick for y'all. I hate keeping people on here long. It is a lunch hour, though. That's why I named it lunchtime makeup. Ooh, they're already getting longer. Look at that. Y'all need this mascara. This mascara is fabulous. This is the gel. If you've never seen it before, we do gel, fibers, and gel. When you add the fibers, it gets longer, more beautiful, and it just, I just love this mascara. I mean, it's already getting better. I have no lashes, people. I don't. So you just line your waterlines then. I'm thinking, yeah, I would. Because I've just found that if I put too much color underneath, it just looks, it looks too much. I would rather put the color, just the powder, the color that I'm using on my eye, and bring it around, instead of putting liner. I'd rather Tightline just like I've done there. And it seems to work better for me. Now let's put the fibers on, and we're going to watch the magic. This is the magic fibers that give you long lashes without falsies. And you can create them every single day. And I do it every single day. I don't think I've left this house without this on. In 2 years, the 2 years that I have been wearing Younique, so many new things have come out, and oh my, and they continue to amaze me all the time with new products. And I just get so excited when I know something new is coming out, and I love to share it with you. But I love to help women feel confident and beautiful, and that's my whole goal of everything that I do. So this is the wand. We're going to seal the deal. See, I did, see, I'm holding it like this in my hand. Never have these out at the same time, because one of this is fibers and this is gel, and you don't want to mix the two wands together, okay? That would be horrible, because then you would have your wand down in all those fibers, and oh Lord, that wouldn't be good. I have a video of how to really do this, but I try to do it slow once I start getting the fibers on here, so that I can get each and every lash. But see, by lining underneath, it gives you the appearance of having the liner without having the liner. So you still have that effect, but for a hooded eye person, you're going to love it, because you're going to be able to see your lid and not just liner. And I think too much liner will age us, especially if we're in our 50s or late 40s and 60s. It's just less becomes better. That's what this look is about today. Less is better. Now I'm going to come in and just put a little bit. I don't use fibers on the bottom. I just kind of come in and lightly touch my lashes down here. Don't do much with that at all. And see, ta-da! Now you can come back and you can create more drama if you want. You can come back and do another layer of this, gels, fiber, gels, and then they will be longer. They will get even longer. But most of the time I let it dry before I do that. It just seems to work better for me when I do it that way. Now we're going to do a little bit of liner. I've learned so much from you. Well, thank you, girl. Hey, for y'all that don't know, Dina, she, no, I haven't. What? Water lines? What's my husband talking about? He's so silly. But Dina came from YouTube. So I love my YouTube channel, and I will probably post this on my YouTube later today, because I love doing lives. And there's some things I'm going to do on YouTube that I'm probably not going to do on here. So different stuff, different videos. I just love sharing the love. And Dina, when you get your stuff, you know, you let me know how you like it. That powder. I love it. Great, great, great for our eyes. Now I'm just lining. I'm trying to... It's hard to talk and do this. So what I'm going to do, this has become one of my signature kind of looks, okay? I fill in the sides. I really like doing this, simply because it gives me a powderier lip. So, hey Dana, how are you this morning? Or is it it's afternoon now, I guess. I've been on here too long. It's past lunchtime. Okay, here we go. And you can kind of color out of the line sometimes. I'm hooded eye. Yes, I'm definitely hooded eye. But you can work around it. You really can. You see, I don't look like I have very hooded eyes now, because the color's up here. I've got a little lighter color through here, not overlighted, but I've got a little light through here. And Dana, here's one other tip you can do. If you want a little more light on a hooded eye, put it right in the center, right above your pupil only, right in there. And you can use your finger to do it, or you can use a brush to do it. It doesn't matter. you could take a color like this Angelic here, this really, really light color, and put it right there in the center, and that will help make you look like you have more of a lid. Today, and make sure you use matte eyeshadows. Just a little bit of shimmer. Just a little bit of shimmer only on your lid. Don't come up here with shimmer. No shimmer on the top, because the shimmer on the top is going to make your eyes go whoop, and that's all you're going to see is this shimmer coming across here. You want to keep it matte. So that's why you see me normally use 2 mattes and 1 shimmer. That's my recommendation. And shimmer only in the corners or only on your lid right here and nowhere else. I don't even put the shimmer underneath here. I just use the matte colors underneath my eyes too. Oh, I want to use this color today, simply because it kind of matches my shirt. And it's a new pencil by Younique. It's called Peachy. So let's put a little peachy here in the middle. I haven't used this color very much, and I thought today's the day. Today's the day. And I like to put just a tad and then smooth it in. I love to make two-tone lips. I don't know why. I like ombre, the ombre lip. And I'm used to creating colors constantly. Here you go. See? You can smooth it in. And now you can either come over this with lip gloss or a lip bonbon. Either one. I'm partial to lip bonbons, as you know. See? Now you got 2 colors on your lips. Oh, I like that. Because I'm thinking this color might be a little much for me. So I like to blend pouty with a lot of different colors. And I do that quite often. I pretty much do it all the time. All the time. So I think I'm going to use this rose gold. This is a new color by Younique. It's a lip gloss. It's our lucrative lip gloss. It has a little mirror on the back of it. And I always say this, you can be in Walmart and put your lips on, or wherever you are. But see, it's really, really light. It's a pretty color. It's a rose gold kind of color. And for us older ladies, I'm just going to say it again. Less is more. Neutral is better. Matte colors on your eyes is important. And keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it fresh. Keep it light. And you will love your makeup. You really will. And when I use this foundation right here, it's my favorite all-time foundation. I have used Clinique. I have used, oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff in the drugstore. CoverGirl. I've used, what's the other? Oh, Elizabeth Arden. I used to use Elizabeth Arden. But it always felt so cakey on my face. And this is why this is called Touch. It's called Touch Mineral Foundation. And it is mineral based, but the reason they call it Touch is because it is touchable. It does not come off on anything else once you put it on your face. So that is why even all of our foundations, this one is a pressed powder. It comes in a cream too if you have dry skin. But they're touchable and breathable, and your skin just looks better with something light on it when you got crepey skin. So this foundation is fabulous, fabulous. And you saw how much I used. I didn't use very much to get the coverage I needed. And then I just finished. And once you add bronzer, bronzer is your friend. Not over bronzing, but bronzer is your friend because it gives you a warm glow. And that's what we're missing in our skin when it gets crepey and dull. And moisturize. Don't forget to moisturize. Moisturize every day before you put on your makeup. And then make sure you put on a primer. Primer is your friend. Primer smooths out your skin. It minimizes the pores on your face. It helps your makeup stay all day long. It's not going to move. And it puts a barrier between you and your makeup, your skin and your makeup. So that's going to help with breakouts and blemishes and stuff too, which I still get sometimes, every now and then. And I'm thinking that just might be a hormone problem. And that's probably what it is, because I diligently wash my face and I diligently use primer. This thing is empty. Look, I have used every bit of it, and it is fabulous. This feels like velvet going on your skin. It's really, really smooth and oh, fresh. fresh feeling. Okay, that's it. That's all I got today. I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope you've learned something from these tricks. Please try them. You like your foundation? I definitely use less product. Yeah, absolutely. This stuff is fabulous. Even now, I am going to do a look without using this. I am going to do a look with just the pressed powder, and I'll probably do that on my YouTube channel, just to show the difference and how this is actually full coverage. You can put this on. It has a little sponge applicator like this. Now you can use, sorry it's dirty, but you can put this on your face and it will cover up your brown spots. See, I'm not covering up my brown spots today. This is a more natural look, and this is what you want to look like every day when you go out. Just real fresh looking, fresh and clean. I guess that was the look I'm going for today, and simple. And hiding the crepiness that's in your face, which I absolutely love. All right, guys. I love y'all for watching. Thank you. And I will see y'all. Let's see, what's tomorrow? Monday. I always do Monday Chit Chat. And for those of you that are new to my Facebook page and my Facebook groups and all that kind of stuff, I come on here pretty much 3 times a week in the morning. And I like to do I try it Tuesday. Sometimes that's just a picture or something I want to share, but most of the time I'm on here Monday morning finishing up my face. It's called Monday Chit Chat. And then on Fridays I like to do Fix It Fridays, something that's just putting on makeup and chit chat too. Basically, I love having sisters. I don't have any sisters, so that's why I get on here. I think that's why I love what I do so much. I like to hang out with women. I like to have a bunch of girlfriends. It's like having a bunch of girlfriends in a group and they're not even here and we're having fun, right? Yay. Hey, Angie. Angie, you can achieve this look with the makeup you got. You can. It's really light. Go back and watch it. It's basically what I did to your face that day you were here. But except I use eye pigments today. So I'll list everything that I've used. But the eye pigments were called Beautiful, Innocent, and Gorgeous. Those are the 3 that I use, and I also use Angelic right here in the corners. So those are all fabulous names, don't you think? All right, guys, I'm rambling. I gotta go. I gotta go help my hubby. We gotta go somewhere. See y'all later. Have a great Sunday. Bye.